When a man decides to grow out his hair, this is what usually happens. After deciding he wants longer hair, he waits for 1 to 3 months. Then he hates it when it gets into the awkward stage. He goes crazy trying to convince himself not to cut it every time he looks in the mirror. At some point, feeling very vulnerable, he gives in and cuts it. If this hair growing experience sounds familiar to you, pay attention, because we're about to provide you with a roadmap for achieving the long, thick hair you've always desired. A starting and ending point is required because this is a roadmap. When you start growing it out, how do you envision it looking? A man bun, slicked back medium flow, or a Jason Momoa style? Determine your target hairstyle and plan accordingly to understand how long it will take for your hair to grow. Working with a professional stylist, it's helpful to have a specific goal in mind to work toward more effectively. For a few months, you might be advised to get an undercut if you want a style similar to Leonardo DiCaprio's, but let's pretend you don't know about buzzing for this video. After deciding what hairstyle you want and maybe even saving some pictures of potential styles, the next step is to plot a course to get there. First things first, you start with a buzz cut. During this phase, your hair grows out evenly all over, giving the impression that your once round head is now more like a fuzzy tennis ball. The typical hair growth rate is about ½ an inch every month, so keep that in mind. You'll need 9 inches or more of hair to start looking like you have long hair. For most men, that equates to about 12 months of growth. To ensure your hair grows thick and healthy, you need to focus on maintaining a healthy scalp. This requires certain actions. Keep in mind that your goals for improvement should dictate whether you undertake these steps. Exfoliating the scalp. This can help with dry, flaky skin that looks like dandruff. Rosemary oil. This not only thickens and grows your hair, but also hydrates and nourishes your scalp. Healthy eating. Eating a lot of protein, especially eggs, is fantastic for developing beautiful, healthy hair. You can also buy an all-in-one supplement like Sugar Bear to get all the vitamins your hair needs for good growth. To skip the uncomfortable part of the hair growth process, look at the longest hair on the top of your head. This hair shows us the maximum amount of time you can clean and trim it without impeding growth. You can clean up and trim any section of hair below this point without hindering the growth of your long hair. Our initial cleanup usually occurs after 2-3 months. The hair on the sides and back just undergoes cleanup, which can take the form of a taper, low fade, or simple trim. You should now get a cleanup every month or 2, depending on your hair's growth rate. After a few months, sporting a side part might be the best option. And after 4 months, a gentleman's cut with an expanded side part is just as good. Now that we're 6 months into the hair growth process, you've officially reached what I refer to as the home stretch hair, characterized by neatly shaped locks. You've successfully navigated through the awkward phase, and now you're entering the realm of long-haired people. I recommend getting regular trims to tidy it up, remove broken ends, and clean it up. However, you would hate to undo months of progress by doing too much. To summarize the first half of our hair journey, we start with short hairstyles, making it less of a hassle to access your scalp, promoting healthy development. A modest taper, fade, or trim might help you avoid the tennis ball head in the first 2 months. To skip the uncomfortable part, just follow the front strand rule. At 3 months, a side part or similar style is usually the way to go. And at 4 months, a gentleman's cut with an expanded side part is just as good. Home stretch hair starts at 6 months, and you'll only require minor adjustments until you achieve your objective. This may seem like the end of the road, but it's only the beginning. Long hair can be challenging for men who don't know how to maintain it, resulting in greasy, stringy, and frizzy hair. This will be completely different for you because you've always had short hair. If you believed it would be simple, you were mistaken. It takes a lot of effort to achieve long hair that looks excellent. This requires researching what works best for your hair, applying oils and masks, using targeted shampoos and conditioners, regular brushing, and adhering to a strict washing schedule. Even the drying process will require a new approach.